The silence of a graveyard is easy to maintain. It's the silence of a mounting storm that drives a soldier mad. On May 7, 1945, the world popped champagne corks and wept with relief, convinced the war to end all wars had finally ended. But in a smoke-filled room in Frankfurt, one man looked at the maps, looked at his allies, and realized the nightmare wasn't over, it was just changing colors. This is the story of George S. Patton's final prophetic battle against a peace he knew was a lie. Outside the commandeered mansion on the outskirts of Frankfurt, American soldiers are drunk on victory and looted schnapps, firing traces into the night sky like it's the 4th of July. Inside, the air is heavy with cigar smoke and the sour smell of wet wool. Dwight D. Eisenhower sits behind a massive oak desk. Across from him, still in muddy tank boots, sits George S. Patton Jr., helmet tucked under one arm. Patton doesn't waste time on congratulations. "We're going to have to fight the sons of anyway," he says, voice low. "We might as well do it now while our army is together, supplied, and winning." 6 weeks, maybe less. Eisenhower's pen stops moving. "You're talking about the Russians. I'm talking about the next enemy, the real one. The one that's already raping its way across half of Europe, while we pop corks." Ike leans back, looking suddenly older than his years. "George, the American people think Uncle Joe is a hero. Life magazine just ran a 12-page spread on smiling Red Army soldiers. You go to war with them tomorrow, and the same people who cheered you through Paris will hang you from a lamppost." Patton's eyes narrow. "Then maybe the American people need to grow the hell up." Patton slaps a folder on the desk. Inside are the receipts, aerial photos of NKVD cleansing operations, reports of teenage girls dragged into barns, and trainloads of Polish workers heading east. The raw math was clear. 27 million Soviets dead, their tanks running on captured German fuel, their boots stolen from corpses. "We kick them in the teeth right now," Patton says, "and half the Red Army throws down their rifles. Give me 3 more armored divisions, and I'll have tea with you in Red Square by Christmas." Eisenhower closes the folder without opening it. "You're asking me to start World War III the day World War II ended. I'm asking you to finish the job." Patton snaps. "Because if we don't, we'll be doing it in 10 years when they have the bomb." The window slammed shut. Churchill's secret operation, unthinkable, was shelved by a hesitant Truman. The press turned on Patton like wolves, twisting his words until the hero of the Third Army was branded a liability, a menace in peacetime. Relieved of his command and sent to oversee paperwork, Patton spent his final months racing across Germany in a Cadillac, writing furious memos to anyone who would listen. On December 9, 1945, a freak low-speed collision with a truck snapped his neck. He died 12 days later, a paralyzed lion whispering, "This is a hell of a way to die." Everything he predicted happened with the ticking precision of a doomsday clock. The rigged elections in Poland in 46, the Berlin blockade in 48, the Soviet atomic bomb in 49, and the frozen hell of Korea in 50. For 45 years, the world paid in blood for the peace bought in 1945. He was a man who preferred the ugly truth to a beautiful lie, a warrior who understood that the only thing more expensive than a war fought today is a war delayed until tomorrow. Patton didn't live to see the Iron Curtain fall, but he was the first man to see it descend, and the only one with the courage to try and tear it down before the concrete could dry. If you found this deep dive into the hidden history of the Cold War fascinating, make sure to like this post and share it with fellow history buffs. Subscribe for more untold stories from the front lines of the 20th century.